That's a really big thorn and they're so sharp. This part was great against them. The back part, not so much. They go straight through. And what I didn't realize when I bought these is that this cloth section comes up to the tip of your fingers. So when you're reaching in, I've already had a thorn go under one of my nails. Not great. Hey, so this is Eric with Shire Lawns. I'm filming this on day 2, even though I've been out here already, spent a few hours on this property. So this customer is looking to have a spring cleanup, and she just bought the house last year, and it looks like the previous owners kind of let the back area, aside from the grass, kind of go. So there's tons of leaves, thick leaves. There's trees that shouldn't be here. There's saplings, a lot of pine saplings. So I spent most of my first day out here just taking out really like spiky thorn vines and pine trees. And so today we're going to finish up that part of the job. We're going to do the rest of the pine trees and we're going to get the vines. We are in a tight neighborhood here, and for the privacy of other people, there's going to be some shots that I'm not going to do just because I don't want to put their houses and potentially them on camera without having their permission. So just FYI, we're not going to get all of it, but we're going to get most of it. This is the first major part of this job. I actually have been hired to take care of the yard itself throughout the year, and we're going to be taking care of the beds, mulching those and getting them ready for the spring. So it's a pretty big job. Hoping to have most of this done this week. The mulch we're waiting on, so that's going to be when the customer's ready to go for that. We'll start doing that. So have a lot of footage for this location and hopefully a lot of entertainment for you, the viewer. So here's a really good tip. If you're doing someone's property, and especially like a clear out job like this, if you're not sure if you should take it out, like there's a couple of these trees in here that are not small pines, which is what the customer requested. But she did mention she's looking to put a fence in here and eventually some garden related things. So just ask. That's all you got to do. So I'm not going to take out any of these non-pine looking trees. We're just going to tackle the vines and the vines and pines for now. And then we'll see what she says. And if she wants them out, we'll take them out. like a glove. So this bush has sneaky thorns. They blend in with the bark and they're actually not that huge, but they are super sharp. And it is actually an invasive bush. I got started on this off camera because I got a little distracted, but that bush right there is the source at the bottom. You got to get all the way down in there. But those are much thicker than up here. So I'm using this long reach hedge clipper, electric hedge clipper, right next to people building a house. So that's what that noise is. And the idea here is to be able to get the bulk of it without getting into it. But eventually I'm going to just have to get down in there. And the thorns that are down there are about 1/2 inch long and they're pretty big. So should be fun. If you can all see that, that's a really big thorn and they're so sharp. I'd also like to point out for a second here, I know this is going to be sped up, but it may look like I'm moving incredibly slow. I don't normally move this slow. There's nothing over there that's not thorny vines. It's so thick. And these gloves are fantastic. These are like husky leather gloves with some grip added to them. This part was great against them. The back part, not so much. They go straight through. And what I didn't realize when I bought these is that this cloth section comes up to the tip of your fingers. So when you're reaching in, I've already had a thorn go under one of my nails. Not great. So I am moving really slow here. This is definitely by far the worst section of thorns. So I figured I would just do this before I got back to doing any of the trees, taking those out. So we've probably got another 20 minutes in this bush just by itself to get rid of it. And then we can go back to the fun stuff. All right, well, no more viney bush. Hopefully, I'm gonna take the chainsaw to this and get that as low as possible. Shouldn't come back, but these things are pretty persistent, so we'll keep an eye on it as the year goes by. It's another one. Look at this thing. How gnarly those thorns are. So crazy.